author's purpose. The author's purpose is the main reason for writing a text. Knowing the author's purpose for writing something can help you better understand what you are reading. There are 3 reasons why authors write something. The acronym that we use to remember this is PIE. Persuade, inform, and entertain. Persuade. This is used when the author's purpose is to persuade. It means the author is trying to get you to do or try something. Some examples of things that we see that persuade a reader are commercials, billboards, advertisements, opinion writing pieces, reviews, political ads. You might also see persuasive writing in a persuasive essay or argument writing. Inform. This is used when an author's purpose is to inform the reader. It means the author is trying to give you information and teach you facts. Examples of where we see this type of author's purpose is documentaries, nonfiction books, history and science topics, news articles, recipes, biographies. This is when the author wants you to learn something. They're informing you about that topic. Finally, we have entertain. This is used when the author's purpose is to entertain, which means the author is trying to make you enjoy the story by keeping the reader's attention. Some examples of where we see the author is trying to entertain the reader is fiction books, fantasy, mystery, comics, jokes, adventure, romance. The purpose of entertaining is often seen in novels that we read that are under the fiction umbrella. Let's look at some PIE-themed examples of texts that were written with the author's purpose to persuade, inform, and entertain. First, we have persuade. The author tries to convince the reader to do something or agree with him or her. This example will show persuade. My grandma should win Orange County's Best Pie contest. Her pie is the best in the world. She makes it from scratch with fresh cherries. Everyone who gets a taste of Grandma's cherry pie agrees that there is nothing else on earth like it. She has entered this contest for the past 10 years, but has never yet won. My grandma is most deserving of this award this year, and I know she will be most honored to win. So this example is showing persuade. We know this because the writer is trying to persuade the reader to have their grandmother win a pie contest. The next example is inform. The author gives true factual information about a topic. The first pies made in the 12th century were quite different than the pies we eat today. Those early pies appeared in England and were made mainly of crust with a meat filling. In fact, the pies often contained fowl, and the bird's legs were left intact to hang over the sides of the dish to be used as handles. Fruit pies are believed to have been created 400 years later in the 16th century. So this example informs the reader of the history of pies. The last example is entertain. This is when the author writes something for the reader's enjoyment. Juliet and Jeff dropped their backpacks by the door. Like always, the twins were ready for a snack after their long day at school. They spotted the last piece of pumpkin pie at the same time. They made a mad dash for it, crashing into each other and the counter. Jeff snatched the glass dish up first, but didn't have a good grasp on it when Juliet made a swipe for it. Splat! Juliet, look what you did, Jeff cried. This example entertains the reader. The purpose of this was to have the reader really be engaged and enjoy the text. I'm sure that, like myself, you made a good mental movie of 2 twins coming home from school, throwing their backpacks, running through the kitchen, and trying to fight over a piece of pie. This author did a great job of entertaining the reader.